And welcome to Real Deal EV. So today we're going to be going over how to change out your Tesla Model Y round steering wheel to a yoke. Get it? So the first thing we're going to do is pop the frunk, put it into service mode after you hold down whatever model you have. I've gone over this in other videos, so I'm not going to, this is just kind of a quick snapshot on what you got to do. So go into service and power off the car. You can do this without going into the service mode, just go into regular power off. But if you're working on a customer car, you don't want them doing anything. So that's why I go in service mode. So now we're up in the frunk. We're going to remove this top plastic cover. And then we're going to remove this little clip that holds on the washer fluid fill. And then you're going to remove the 4 10mm bolts that go around in this frunk. Next thing you're going to do is pop off the cover to this opening, disconnect the wire, and then the whole thing's ready to come out. Now this is a wrapped car, so you obviously want to make sure you don't hit any of the paint or the wrap. Next thing you're going to do is remove the 2 10mm bolts that hold on this air filter area. Now we're on to the 16-volt lithium battery. So we're going to disconnect it. It could be 16 or 12 depending on what year you have and labeling. So now we're going to disconnect the high voltage loop, the fireman's loop if you will. And so I'm just trying to show you guys, you're going to pull back on this little red clip and then you're going to press that down with your thumb on the little black part. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do, we'll go back into the car after the car has been powered down. We're going to remove the airbag. So what you're going to do is put your 2 screwdrivers in. You're going to push up on this little clip. And once those are released, then the whole thing will pop right out. Next thing you're going to do is press down on these 2 little tabs on each side of this yellow clip right there. And you're going to pull that clip right out of the steering wheel. These are the little spring clips that you're going to press on with the screwdrivers. Next thing I'm going to do is just press on the little tabs on the burgundy clip. So this is what controls the volume and all the steering wheel controls. We're going to take a 10mm hex socket, put it in there with a good impact, and then loosen it right up. There it is with a yellow Loctite on there. Put that down off to the side. Now make sure you have everything disconnected before you go yanking on it. And now you're going to wiggle it and yank it off. This one came off pretty easy. All right, so now I've got the steering wheel on the bench and I am pushing in these little plastic tabs that are going to be transferred over into the new steering wheel. This is the new steering wheel on the left, old steering wheel on the right. These are the plastic tabs. So this is what you'll be looking at. Those little plastic pieces that hold that whole clip right there. So now I'm going to take a T20 Torx and start removing the 4 screws that hold this little plastic cover on the steering wheel. So there's 2 up high and then there's 2 down at the bottom. Don't lose those. There's all 4 of them there. Put those off to the side in a safe location. And so now from this point, you'll be able to pry this plastic piece off of there. But don't pull it too hard because you're going to have it disconnect. You're going to have to disconnect it. So I flipped it around here, trying to figure it out because this came with 0 instructions. And then I realized this little blue clip is the one that I need to unhook. So after I unhook that, now I have everything there that I need to transfer over to the new steering wheel. This is that metal clip that we use. That's what locks the airbag in place. So I need to transfer this one over to the new steering wheel. Just looking at it, trying to figure that out. Kind of amazing that this little random piece of metal holds the airbag in. All right, so now I'm going to try to remove this. And basically I figured out that it just pulled straight out. There was no screws in it. I guess it wants me to transfer the screws over from the old steering wheel to the new one. So once I have that out, I'm taking a look at it and saying, will this even work? Because this is a newer design steering wheel look compared to the older one. It's more rounded. So here I am. I figured out, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and take these screws out of there. So these are some little 10 Torx. So we're going to take both of those out of both sides. The thing you're going to do is you're going to disconnect the connector on the back of it. And it just pulls straight out. So this is what you're left over with. Now you need to remove the housing that's on this. So to do that, there's 2 little T6 screws. And once you have those screws removed, it'll still be in there. So you're going to use a little flathead or a little pick, and you're going to take off the clips on the two sides. So there's two on one side and one on the other. Then you're going to remove that little clear plastic retainer, and then you're going to clip it into the new piece. And once you're in with the new piece, you're going to put the two T6 screws back in. And then you're going to repeat the same process on the other side. This one, I'm taking out the T6 screws first this time. And then I'm going to go to the T10. Unplug it. Now I got it sitting there. So now I just have to separate the two pieces. So the one clip on the inside, flop it over. All right, so there. Now I'm putting it back in there. Got it on the new piece. Put the two T6 screws back in. Now that one's sitting pretty. Now we're back to the T10 Torx, and you're going to remove this whole housing out of there. And so now at this point, I'm looking at this thinking, how is this going to go in here? So I'm just eyeballing it, putting it on there, and then plugging it in. So after both pieces are plugged in, then it's basically ready to go. So from this point now, I'm going to go ahead and start putting it onto the new Yoke steering wheel. And so what I have to do is I have to connect this one bottom bracket into this basically computer, this little PCBA that's inside there, that's in my hand right there. That one right there. So that has to go down in the bottom part of the steering wheel. Now I was able to use this one, and I didn't even know that it had another one. So it actually has a smaller casing that you can transfer everything over into. I didn't know that's what it was until I had already finished the job. And so I got this one to fit perfectly fine. But there is another one that you can use, and it helps to make it so it's not quite as tight underneath of there. At least this particular model that the customer provided me, it came with that. So if you have that, you can use that. Otherwise, you just kind of move it around and it will eventually fit. It's tight, but it goes in there. And so once you get that bottom piece in, then everything else pretty much falls into place. So now I've just pushed everything back in. So now I'm just going to line these plastic retainers up so that I can push those through. And so I'm going to check them to make sure that they're through on both sides, the front and the back. Just moving my wiring around, make sure it's not going to be in the way of anything, looking it over, giving it a good once over, making sure everything's nice and secured. And then I'm going to get the little T20 screws. So those 4 black screws that I pulled out earlier, we're going to put those back in, and this will help hold that cover plate back on. So we get 2 of them there. This one kind of, you can see I had to go ahead and at a funky angle. So must have dropped my screw there. And this one again, I kind of got to go in at a funky angle. Now don't strip this out. That's why I stopped and shifted it to the other side. And there we have it. So those are all tightened up. I like the way everything looks. All the wires are out of the way. Now I'm going to clean up my hands and get ready to install this steering wheel. So now I'm just making sure that I got the shaft aligned, the steering shaft aligned in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the steering wheel controls there with that burgundy clip. Now I'm going to tighten this up to 59 foot-pounds. So I had already pre-calibrated. I can't even say it with a straight face. I pre-calibrated my wrist. So after I get that tightened up to 59 foot-pounds exactly. All right, so I'm going to remove my socket. Next thing I'm going to do is grab the airbag and push the yellow clip back in. Make sure you hear it click on both sides. And then from this point, now I'm just going to line up the 3 pins. And then I'm going to go ahead and just give it a nice solid push in till you hear all of it clip all the way around. Well, there's a nice shot of that mullet. It's a beauty. So now I'm just making sure it didn't seem like it was in all the way. I wasn't familiar with how this goes. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap around there. And I wasn't sure if that was right or not, but it was fully clipped in and the horn was working. Everything was good. We'll go ahead and hook it up now, hook up our fireman's loop, and then reconnect our low voltage battery. To do that, you're just going to push it down, push the blue clip, the black clip and then the green clip. And then the car will start to boot up. And I'm still like, is that the right orientation for that steering wheel? But it is. I guess that's what happens when you go from a round steering wheel to the Yoke steering wheel airbag. So now we're back in the front. We're going to go ahead and wrap this baby up. And we're putting in one of the 10 millimeter screws. There's the other one. Now we're going to lower the frunk down nice and slowly. Don't want to mess up the wrap or the paint. And so from this point now, I'm making sure that my wire for the emergency disconnect for the trunk release was out of the way. I'm going to tighten up my 10 millimeter screws for the frunk. So got those all tightened up. One more to go. Oh, and the clip. Put the clip in for the washer fluid reservoir there. Get that clip in, and now I'm looking for my last screw. Where'd it go? There it is. So we'll tighten that up. Now we're going to hook up our emergency release for the frunk with the wiring, and then we'll clip it in place. Nice couple pounds. And then to finish it off, we're going to put the plastic cover up for the top. Put that in place, clip it all in, close the frunk, and that's pretty much a wrap on the front. So now I'm going to go in, check the controls on the steering wheel, make sure it's all good, and it is. So hopefully you have the same luck, and thanks for watching.